lot of people have been talking about Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship reign, saying it's secondary, saying it's boring, it's stale. In my opinion, I don't think it's bad. I think it's solid. I think it's decent. I don't think it's bad overall. I just feel like Seth Rollins' character ain't as good as it could be. Like if Seth was a heel, it would be way more entertaining than him as a face. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like Triple H. Triple H, we already know Triple H is way better as a heel than a face. So when he had his World Championship reign in 2008, you probably looked at it like, Triple H ain't really a good guy. He's not really a good guy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Seth Rollins is the same way. Obviously, I don't think his reign is bad. Nonetheless, him obviously, he's really one of the most over baby faces WWE has on the roster. Definitely top five, probably top three, top two, honestly. He's over with the fans. Is it just the music why he's over? I mean, his music is catchy. I don't mind them singing his song when he comes down the ramp, but when he's doing a promo, that's when it becomes a problem. But about his title reign, I don't think his title reign's bad. His first title feud was against Finn Balor at Money in the Bank and SummerSlam. I feel like the story going into the match, really, it made more sense for Finn to win than Seth because their first match was in 2016. Finn, Seth, who will become the first ever Universal Champion, Finn wins. Seth injures Finn throughout the match. And then, obviously, the next day, Finn has to get surgery and relinquish the title and everything. And it really ruined his momentum. Just like Finn said, he ruined my momentum. He ruined kind of his career. Because his career trajectory, just like Seth Rollins said in a promo, were really different. You know what I'm saying? And Finn was never the same after he got injured in 2016. Like his main event status left until he went back to NXT in 2019. He had that run then, but on the main roster, he was never really a main eventer ever. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it made more sense for SummerSlam with marketing 7 years prior to their first match for Finn to win, and he didn't. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like I would have been more interested to see Finn Balor win and Seth Rollins chases after the title. Because in storyline perspective, it makes more sense for Finn to win to get the title that he lost 7 years prior to the men that injured him in the match. I don't think it was on purpose, but he still injured him in the match. So it made more sense for Finn to win, but he didn't. And obviously now his next feud was against Shinsuke Nakamura. The promos that Shinsuke had in Japanese with the subtitles are amazing. This new, anime type villain is pretty entertaining. But, the story going into the match was his back. Shinsuke was probably the first one to mention that Seth Rollins has back issues since 2019. And you would think in hindsight, okay, Shinsuke has an advantage going into these matches. But we all knew that Shinsuke wasn't winning the World Championship. At this point, it was a small little chance that he was winning at Payback or Fastlane because, if Seth Rollins do have back issues, he could go away, get those back problems good, come back, close to Mania, or whatever, and regain the title. That was never in their plans, I don't think. Would I love to see Shinsuke with the belt? Yeah, it would have been cool. I don't think he would have had it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You have Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, Jay, Sammy. Like they wasn't gonna win the title, but what I'm saying? I don't know. The match at Payback was okay. The match at Fastlane was good. You know what I'm saying? But how they booked that Fastlane where Seth was taking all this offense and he had to injure back and it was getting up like Super Cena. Shinsuke got hit with one Falcon Arrow off 2 tables, which yeah, it is brutal, but it was one spot. Like Shinsuke dominated the whole match. And all of a sudden Seth hit one move, big move, and he wins. Like what? Like that's not a good thing. But it is what it is. Seth Russell champion, you know what I'm saying? Now he's going to this feud with Drew McIntyre, which I think he should lose at Crown Jewel, if not Survivor Series. It depends if Punk comes back, because I would love to see Seth versus Punk at WrestleMania 40 for the World Championship. But at the same time, I don't know if Punk's going to sign with the company. And at the same time, I don't know if they want to give him that match immediately. You know what I'm saying? If he signs, you know what I'm saying? Because, other people like LA Knight, Gunter are getting over. So I don't know if they want to do that. But nonetheless, I think Seth Rollins' World Championship reign, probably out of 10, is either a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. It's not perfect. I feel like it would be better if he was a heel than a face. Because then I remember, Seth is way more interesting when he's a heel. Look what Seth was doing in 2020 as the Messiah, 2021 as the Visionary, to 2022 until he turned face in 2023. He was way more exciting, way more entertaining. That's how it is as a heel, you know what I'm saying? WWE book baby faces like generic and they gotta be Super Cena, Superman, everything. Heels, you know what I'm saying? They're more slimy, they're more, they're more, heelish, But yeah, Seth Rollins' title reign is pretty decent to solid.